Once a stage for roaring aircraft, the flight deck now lies in silence, blanketed by swaying seaweed and coral. What was once power and order has become a haunting underwater meadow where time itself feels frozen. The command tower, once the ship's brain, now leans in ruin. Broken glass, twisted rails, and silent shadows mark the spot where orders echoed in 1942, now replaced by whispers of the sea. The hangar once stored steel wings of war. Now only broken frames and dark voids remain, guarded by drifting fish and shadows that hide within its silent corridors of decay. Where laughter and voices once filled the air, now rusted trays and overturned tables sit buried under coral. A place of life has become a spectral banquet for the sea. A chamber once brimming with force, the weapons bay now lies cracked and silent. Rusted shells and torpedoes sleep beneath layers of coral, their power long surrendered to the ocean. Frozen dials, shattered radars, and dangling relics mark the control room. Once alive with signals and commands, it now drifts in silence, a ghostly echo of vanished voices. Empty bunks and decayed blankets remain where hundreds once slept. Fish weave through steel frames, while a lone shoe lies half buried, an unsettling reminder of those never to return. The galley, once filled with clatter and warmth, now holds only rusted pots and drifting silt. A knife still wedged in wood stands as a silent witness to time's relentless claim. Twisted pipes and dark recesses fill the fuel bay. Tiny bubbles rise from cracks, and a black haze drifts like a ghostly veil, a reminder of the ship's long-lost lifeblood. Once the voice of the Hornet, the communication room is now a grave of silence. Radios, wires, and machines corroded by time whisper only through bubbles and the hum of deep water. The racks that once carried destruction now cradle coral and fish. Darkness lingers at open hatches, where predators glide unseen, turning weapons into shadows of the deep. Beds draped in algae, shattered bottles, and drifting masks tell of a space once meant for healing. Now, it breathes only silence, as if the room itself remembers the wounded. Once raised in defiance, the guns now stand frozen in rust and coral. Marine life glides between their barrels, while twisted handles resemble hands locked in eternal grip. The warped lower deck is a cathedral of bent steel and drifting silt. Schools of silver fish flash through the wreckage, and faint letters USS Hornet emerge like a ghost signature. The broken stern, torn and immense, lies as the final scar. Long algae drift like hair in the currents, while the giant propellers groan faintly, as though the ship still remembers its fall.